Yes.
Thanks for spreading live. Okay, we are live. Namaste, friends. I welcome you all for today's Change Your Mind, Change Your Life program. This is going very fantastic, and we are here with another great master, Srinivas Reddy sir. Srinivas Reddy sir, I know him for a very long time, and he's been with Patri sir for last since 1995. And since 1995, he got introduced to Anapanasati meditation, and since then he keep doing that. And last 8 years, he's been promoting Swadhyaya Yoga, that is reading books and getting the spiritual knowledge, getting the knowledge by yourself and implementing that in your lives. So we would like to know more about Swadhyaya Yoga and Srinivas Reddy sir from him and get more wisdom, and we'll interact with sir today in a great way. Thank you, sir. I'm very happy to welcome you for today's session. Welcome you,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. Morning. So I really don't know what time you time zone all people are.
So we
Um,
are in Eastern time zone, sir. It's 9 p.m. here in
okay.
Eastern time. I am basically New York, New Jersey.
Okay. So, 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 so I got to hear this word meditation and mindfulness in the year 1995. So Patriji, he introduced the technique of meditation. Then we had to explore how meditation acts in one's life, then science of meditation and all other aspects of meditation. We had to explore, or so many books were introduced to us, so that we become more comfortable in our practice, and we have so much of clarity while practicing. That was the whole intention of introducing right books to all meditators. So today, actually, I wanted to share with you people, what are all the books which really helped me to become more conscious or more mentally aware. So yesterday, some madam, she called me, and she asked me to talk about awareness. That is what is the key concept. If at all we regularly we regularly do our meditation, or we attend our mindfulness exercises regularly. Regularly means, everyone will have uh, a kind of intuitive calling to sit at least 5 minutes in silence. Even that space or the time period, you can call it as the time you allot to do some practice. So regularity doesn't imply you have to be very strict with yourself, or you have to be uh, have that military kind of discipline. Don't think of such kind of things. Regularity means sitting with yourself in a given space for a particular duration every day. That regularity creates a kind of rhythm in your practice. So that regularity, that rhythm will make you to watch yourself. So many things will be happening inside our own field, or our own sensations. That watchfulness, once you slowly cultivate, how can you anybody cultivate that watchfulness is only once you are in regular contact with something happening inside you. That is why that regularity, that rhythm, that readiness is what most of the teachings emphasize. But most of the today's teachers, they never use that word regularity, or being rhythmic with your practice, or seeing how much ready are you to leave the things which are non-essentials for you. So that watchfulness will create that awareness. So what are the 15 points one needs to really uh, watch every day, so that every seeker can become an embodiment of awareness? Watchfulness, every seeker should be cautious not to deceive himself. That is the first thing you need to, uh, if at all one seeker or one practitioner of meditation wants to become more aware, we need to understand how we really short circuit our way of thinking, and short circuit our way of uh, how we really negatively emotionalize our lives. So that is the first watchfulness one needs to cultivate if at all you want to become aware. And second thing is, if at all one wants to become aware, they should cultivate a thing called self-observation. Self-observation is whatever is happening in your thoughts, whatever you are speaking, whatever you are feeling, whatever you are sensing, that observation will make you, your awareness quotient can increase. And a person who wants to be aware, he should not fall into a daydreaming state. Most of the people, what they do is, while doing meditation, they go into sleep. Why? Because the time period one individual makes for to sit in meditation is after long hours of work. Most of the people, they do in sit in meditation, they go into sleep, and they think that that's going into sleep is a kind of deep meditation. No, that is kind of deep rest. So for, Madam was talking, most of the people are beginners. I would like to say, most of the beginners should particularly sit in meditation once they have a nice, after a nice sleep. As soon as you get up from your sleep in the morning time, once you sit in meditation, that meditation session will charge you up so that you can work efficiently throughout the day. And most of the people, what they do is, they do 16 hours of or 14 hours of work. They sit in meditation, and they slowly drop into sleep, and they think that meditation is not working for them. So don't fall into that daydreaming or hallucinations, and most of the people, they listen to other people's experience, and what they do is subconsciously they compare the contents of the experiences. So many people are having out of body experiences, so many people are seeing something, but I can't see anything. It means that I'm not fit into meditation. That is how slowly every individual with their own unreasonable excuses, they drop out from meditation sessions, because they really don't know the reason, why people are seeing with the same technique, why people are seeing something, why I am unable to see something. That comparison, what happens is, that reasons will, because they don't know the reasons, they drop out from meditations. And the specific rule why every individual dropouts from a meditation session is, they start comparing things. Either they over rationalize things, they compare things, they fall into a daydreaming state. But they are never watchful of, they are in a daydreaming state. They think that being in the daydreaming state is what meditative state is all about. Meditative state is about how aware are you about in your life, how conscious are you in your life, or about your environment. And a seeker does not give up so easily. That is what is the real thing, the real ingredient one needs to look into, or one needs to see, is like in that determination, that commitment. And people take that commitment very externally. They never internalize their commitment. Your internal commitment is directly proportional to your watchfulness, which leads to your awareness. That commitment is what uh, transforms that so-called beginner to a more matured state. Is the only thing is like, commitment to the technique, commitment to the path, commitment to the books which you read, commitment to what you are thinking, commitment to become more aware, commitment to become more conscious, is what makes a beginner mind being to a more matured person. The transformation happens only once you never give up things. And awareness is such a oceanic subject, like, why people don't become aware is like, they give up on their own terms. That is where there is a Buddhistic saying, how you do everything, that is how you do everything. You don't brush your teeth properly, and you're always interested in what is that cosmic awareness. If you are aware, even the way you brush your teeth also, it matters. You never get spaced out, like, you don't become a deep thinker thinking about who created the cosmos. The same thing, while you do, or while you cut your vegetables also, you are in the same conscious awareness state. Most of the people think that only in meditation you become more sacred, and in all other things, whatever you do in the day-to-day things, you become normal. That is absolutely not. However you cut your vegetables, however you drive to your office, the most testing time for your awareness and enlightenment is once you are got stuck in the traffic. Then you will know how aware are you or how enlightened are you. There is no one sitting to test the enlightenment quotient, how enlightened you are. Once you get stuck in the enlightenment, you yourself know that you have so much of irritation and frustration. Forget about awareness and enlightenment. And again, we are not aware in our own car in the traffic, and we are so worried about the other world masters. What are they thinking about you? Are they thinking you as a master, or they are not seeing you as a master? Like, everybody are so spaced out that space is as important as living groundedly on the earth plane. So awareness is like, you see the amount of balance and amount of stability one needs to cultivate to use all the resources more authentically. That creates awareness inside every beginner. And its seeker cultivates right intention and right motive. All these intentions, this awareness are like, the whole lifelong orientation is left. Meditation is a long-term journey. To do that long-term journey, every individual should drop some short-term pleasures. Once you cultivate, like, that meditation for a long time, you have to drop something which are non-essentials for you. And most of the people, they are not ready to drop out those non-essentials. Like, you want to sit in meditation, you have an appointment with your friend. Can't you postpone that for half an hour so that you complete your meditation, and then again you can meet your friend? But because you want to meet your friend, because you have some work, you drop meditation rather than rescheduling your daily priorities. And every mindfulness fellow, every seeker should like should emphasize like more on unity, more on togetherness, more on oneness rather than more of separatistic attitudes. Like more thinking more about results, watching other people's negative emotions. These things like will make you disconnect from your own core. Once you get disconnected from your own core, what happens is, the first thing which happens is you become more unaware. Because you become more unaware, you can never understand your mind, and the transformation of life gets stopped. So for this, you have so much of material being given by most of the spiritual scientists, and basically the books which really helped me personally, and all other people also. So I want to share those books with you, so that like uh, you can really go through those books, like if at all anybody who wants to cultivate uh, oh, is that sharing shots there? 1 minute. 1 minute. What is happening here, Baba? Yeah, just give me a second, okay?
Okay, sir.
So that is what, like people they call me to classes, and like I end up giving them like so much of homework. So today, actually, I wanted to give you these things. Like this is the first book. Like this man, like really helped me a lot. And these are the, like more fundamentals for beginners, because you people are more interested in awareness, changing your mind, change your life. So that like his name is Arnie Kozak. He's a meditator, Buddhistic fellow. He wrote a book called Timeless Truths for Modern Mindfulness. So this is the best book. I always like tell the beginners, like I see ourselves, like my journey, all my initial phase of my journey. If I had this book in 1995, I would have been like more efficient. The most important thing I wanted to share, like, because we need to share the source material where we learn from, and which material is really helping an individual to make his transformation more easily. That, and I see most of the people, they don't share the source. They rename the source as if they created the material. Like that is really a very unspiritual activity. So first thing, what I wanted to share here is this chapter 19. Who's running the show? Who is running your mind show or life show or your inner meditation show? If at all, like every person understands this mind scan, two words that make all the difference. This is happening versus this is happening to me. There is so much of difference between these two things. This is happening in meditation means it is a very bigger cosmic phenomenon. in that cosmic phenomenon, it is happening. And most of the meditators, what they do is, whatever is happening in my meditation is happening to me. They take that whatever happening inside so personally that they get identified with that. Before coming to meditation, what happens is, you go to a temple, you get identified with the temple, or you get identified with the speaker or the content of the speaker, but it mesmerizes you. The same thing, the same loop, the same pattern, the same thing is happening in the meditation also. Every individual, sir, I sat in meditation, and uh, they say as if it happened only to them. And every individual, they are thinking that is sitting in meditation, having experience, and this is happening to me, this is happening to me. They're becoming more denser and denser in their mind, because they're identifying with their whatever they are seeing in the mind. You never think that that is part and parcel of the process. You never go into the next phase of the process. That is what this mind scan is all about. Two words that makes all the difference: this is happening versus this is happening to me. You sit in meditation, you get aligned, you get relaxed, everything is shown to you with so much of animated thing happening inside your mind, and you think that you are the owner of that, and you think that you own it. Experiences happen to every individual, and you need to go with the flow. And the people who go with the flow, they take it in the first phase like, this is happening, that's it. I got this book, he wrote the book, I'm introducing that book to you, and I'll go to the next phase of my day. I never over identified with the book. I overthink about what I read. I neither I get over personalized with my spiritual experiences. See, one small thing, this is happening versus this is happening to me, can save 10 to 20 years of your meditation life. Everybody are there. Nobody will say that meditation experience are wrong, but over identifying with the meditation experience and like craving for meditation experiences, meditation, there is no unscientific thing happening in the meditation. There is something wrong with our own brains and minds, because we take every event as, this is happening to me, this is happening to me, this is happening to me. Will even while doing meditation, your suffering will not decrease, because you always think whatever is happening to you is only happening to you. You never say this is happening. This is happening. My senses are recording like that, and I am not my senses. I get detached from my senses. That is not the thing you always tell the other person, especially beginners. See, this is the more fundamental and transformative error if you really don't understand this small point, subtle point. We always become so much engulfed with the things, like, we always say, why is this happening to me? After 10 years of meditation, after 40 days of meditation, why still I am unhappy? You never say this is happening. You never are in the mode of that detachment. You go into the mode of, like, that thought or that emotion or that memory always overrules you, because of this fundamental non-shift. This should shift. Fundamental shift should happen. This is happening. What is happening in US? They are running a 21-day program. That's it. Then you should go into the next movement, like, now 7 a.m. What should I do? Like, I should have my own breakfast. Then I should go attend something. That is how you need to go. Say, why morning this happened to me? Why last hour this happened to me? Me. Like that over identification in meditation is what will stop you not to become more aware. So to really know this, I had to read this book. Why did he documented this? Because he observed in his own life. And that is what we always advise people to read something which is helpful for everyone. That is what we call it as Svajaya. That is my first book. You are interested? Read. There is nothing like marketing the book, or I won't get any commission marketing these authors because I only read the books. I don't really personally know them. Okay. The second book which I wanted to show. So okay. This is one of the best books written by a psychiatrist, Daniel J. Siegel, a New York best-selling author of. He wrote a book called Aware: The Science and Practice of Presence, the groundbreaking meditation practice. We always advise everyone to read some book which has been written with a scientific temper, or especially by a person who uh, has that scientific background. Then that is the book we need to sit with. This is the best book one can find uh, about awareness. You need to encourage people to do such kind of work so that more people will be talking about the teaching, more about scientific insights, scientific facts. Uh, so she was asking me, what awareness is. Once you understand your brain, mind, these three things: openness, observation, and objectivity, then why are we taking a photograph of every event, whatever is we externally we are seeing? This is what is happening in everyone's brain and mind. He is such a dynamic person. He defined mind. It's an embodiment of data and information and observation. And once you don't cultivate this openness, observation, and objectivity, you can never become aware. To become aware, these three things one needs to cultivate. Every given moment, either our mind is closed or open. There is no third thing. Most of the people, 90% of the time, they have a closed mind. To learn something new, you can never learn a new thing because you have a closed mind. Once you check that your mind is it in open or closed state, you observe that once you are in a mode of openness, you learn things. You can never learn in closed mind or closed heartedness. That is where people become more unaware. And second thing is observation. And objectivity means how every object functions. So that function mirrors inside you. See how beautiful the thing is happening. And so much is being explained from the scientific community. We never take breath awareness to stabilize attention. They also specifically specify breath awareness. So do read this book. Please do read this book, Awareness by Daniel Siegel. And the third book I wanted to prescribe today is, actually I wanted to show, but I really don't know what is happening to this, because this is the most important book. Okay. This is one of the most important book, Heart of the Soul, Emotional Awareness by Gary Zukav. These are the things one needs to, like, every beginner should to have a very strong foundations, should go through these books. Aware by Daniel Siegel, Arnie Kozak, Heart of the Soul by Gary Zukav. So this is what I wanted to show, like, how can we become really emotionally aware, uh, is by understanding these three things: escaping, avoiding, and changing. Once we understand these three things in our own mind and emotions and in our life, so why we avoid external circumstances is because once we feel bored. Okay, first thing is boredom, entitlement, impenetrable optimism. Every person you come across, either, like, externally they will be like more impenetrable optimism, but once they find themselves in a crisis, that optimism gets evaporated. All optimism should be transparent optimism. Only then you are in a more aware state. You can never be aware with this fake optimism, talking positively out to others, but sitting with you and, like, always be in an unaware state. And people who are feeling bored or giving entitled or being criticizing everything or eating too much or vacating too much, they are doing all these things because they never connect with their core and they want to avoid the pain they have inside themselves. Most of the people are doing the same pattern. Okay, they avoid the things which needs to be dealt within themselves. They never do that. To avoid that, they always I am bored with meditation. I am bored with meditation classes. I am bored with my life. Either they get into boredom, entitlement, impenetrable optimism, vacating, alcohol and drugs, and eating. These are like, avoiding external circumstances. Next is people are escaping to external circumstances. These patterns, people, they go with perfectionism, workaholism, which is more in there where you people are living, more of workaholics, because they are escaping into external circumstances, not becoming emotionally aware. Workaholism, savior searching, idol worship. Changing external circumstances, pleasing behavior, anger, pass through effect, power struggles, judging, and stress. You see, these three things, once you can really understand through observation, watchfulness, and you become aware, then that means that your emotional awareness quotient is so natural, you can live your life more integrated way. How all these things will happen, manifest in your life is through meditation. Through meditation, through mindfulness, you become more conscious, more integrated, more aligned. By working out with these things, uh, practically your awareness, people can see that awareness in your behavior. They can sense the change, the transformation in your behavior. So this is what I wanted to convey. And like, why in the beginner session I had to tell all these things is like, slowly what happens is, if it are in the fundamentals, we don't stress these points, what happens is most of the people, they go, they put a mask of a people pleaser and start teaching meditation. And why really they are doing that role, why they are playing that role, they themselves doesn't know. But no meditation will wanted you to become a people pleaser. Nobody tells you to, like, please people to teach meditation. Teach meditation as meditation process, as a natural event. Don't do it as if you are so special in the life. I'm teaching this special science to the special person. With a kind of opaque optimism. See, these are the things fundamentally every individual should understand. More watchfulness, more timelessness, being searching for some scientific insights, then going through people who really went ahead of us and what did they experience, that sharing should happen, then you will become aware. So that is what I wanted to share today about awareness. Like, Daniel Siegel, Gary Zukav. Gary Zukav is such a great man. He's from 1989. He's shouting like, you people are not five sensory perception people. You have multiple sensory perceptions. And like, nobody teaches anything like, Gary Zukav teachings in the workshops. Everyone is talking about that third eye, that out of body things, that meeting somebody. What the hell? I really don't know. Everyone are having more of competitive spirit mode, not at all discussing spiritual facts and truths. And people are in a mode of like, we are rendering a kind of sacred spiritual service to the humanity. No, that is not happening. It's like an ego boasting, people pleasing. That is nothing had to do with the soul science. Something has to do with the soul science. Read Gary Zukav, read Daniel Siegel, read Arnie Kozak. They speak which is more permanent. The all other things are like, ego boostings, which will happen for 1 year, 2 years, but no, after 2 years they drop because there is no energy in it. This man Gary Zukav is shouting from 1989. Heart of the soul, mind of the soul, seat of the soul, spiritual partnerships. Nobody learns anything from him. Everyone wants third eye. And that third eye, why? Because they want to see other people's lives, not their own life. Yeah. Unscientific astral travels, no documentation, something, pastime, naming some master's name, make a business out of that. What the hell is happening? You people should know. Only people who are aware should know, not the people who just carry away with themselves. Read these authors. That is what he was always mentioning to us, like, be scientific, spiritual temper. Where is that scientific, spiritual temper awareness is being taught? From Daniel Siegel, from Gary Zukav, from Arnie Kozak. These people were like contributors to the world awareness. That is where we need to tune in to learn a lot of things. Oh God. Oh God. I really don't know. This is how I was especially trained by Patriji. I really don't know about other people. So more awareness means James Redfield, he wrote Celestian Prophecy, Celestian Insights. These things I had to, we studied from 1998. Now, like, I really don't know anything about awareness yet. Yeah? There's Osho wrote a book called Awareness. You should read that book. Tarkam Sheridan wrote 3 books regarding topic consciousness. Then you will know the alphabet, what awareness means. So I always advise people to read some scientific background books. Like that book, Aware by Daniel Siegel, is fantastic. Gary Zukav is more grounded. Arnie Kozak, he discussed the basic fundamental things where we need to correct ourselves. And Tarkam is always like, more always emphasizing more of practical spirituality, not spaced out spirituality. Spaced out in the space. There's no connection between the body and the space. You need to do that practical spirituality, grounded spirituality is what makes every individual more aware. So that is what I wanted to convey. Thank you, madam. I really don't remember her name. Harika, ma'am. Okay, then any questions? I can answer some questions if you have any general questions, that too regarding spiritual science.
Hi, Srinu.
Ever Nirmala madam, huh?
Yes,
Oh, good morning.
good morning is a wonderful thing. అది మీరు ఏదైతే చెప్పారో అది డిప్రెషన్ లో కూడా ఎక్కువ వాళ్ళు తినడము, ఎక్కువ వర్క్ హాలిక్ ఉండడము, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ జరుగుతూ ఉంటదని అంటారు సైకియాట్రిస్ట్ అంతా కూడా.
అవును, దట్ ఈస్ వై మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద పీపుల్ గో టు ద థెరపిస్ట్. అవాయిడింగ్ ప్యాటర్న్స్ చెప్పకుండా పోతారు. అవాయిడింగ్ ఎస్కేపింగ్ ప్యాటర్న్స్ మీరు మెడిటేషన్ మీరే తెలుసుకుంటే యూ విల్ బికమ్ యువర్ ఓన్ థెరపిస్ట్. And that therapist fees, you can save so much of therapy fees once you become more aware through meditation.
అంటే పత్రిజీ ఎప్పుడు కూడా మీరు ఏది కూడా టూ మచ్ గా చేయొద్దు అని ఎప్పుడు చెప్తా ఉండేవారు. ఆ బ్యాలెన్సింగ్ ఎప్పుడైతే వస్తుందో అంటే ఐ మీన్ ఇన్నర్ గా ఎనర్జీ అంతా కూడా మనము అక్యుములేట్ చేసుకోగలుగుతామో అప్పుడే బ్యాలెన్సింగ్ వస్తుంది అనిపిస్తుంది నాకు. సమ్ టైమ్స్ మనకు జీవితంలో వచ్చే రకరకాల పరిస్థితులతో సమ్ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉండొచ్చు, బట్ అవేర్నెస్ తో మనం వెంటనే అరే నాకు ఇది వచ్చింది, ఐ హ్యావ్ టు ఓవర్కమ్ విత్ మై ఎనర్జీ అనుకోవడమే. బట్ మనకు పత్రి గారు ఇచ్చిన గిఫ్ట్ అది. అంటే నా లైఫ్ లో ఇప్పుడు చూస్తే ఈ టైంలో కూడా ఎన్ని ఛాలెంజెస్ వచ్చినాయి, సో
Yeah.
మెనీ ఛాలెంజ్. సో
Yeah.
అమెరికాకు టికెట్ బుక్ చేసి పోవాల్సిన డేట్ 15 రోజుల్లో ఉంటే అది క్యాన్సిల్ చేసుకోవడం.
Okay.
మా హస్బెండ్ కి అదేంటి మన బ్రెయిన్ స్ట్రోక్ వచ్చేసి కాలు
Oh.
చెయ్యి ఎఫెక్ట్ కావడం. సో
Okay.
అక్కడ మా పాప డెలివరీ కావడం. బట్
Oh.
డెలివరీ బాగా అయింది, పాప మా అమ్మాయి సేఫ్. ఎట్ ద
Mhm.
సేమ్ టైం 70% రికవర్డ్ మై హస్బెండ్.
Okay. Okay.
ఎట్ ద సేమ్ టైం ఈ జూమ్ సెషన్స్ అవన్నీ కూడా నేను సరే ఇదివరకు నేను మెడిటేషన్ చేయించేదాన్ని, ఇప్పుడు చేయించలేకపోతున్నా.
Okay.
కానీ స్పీకర్స్ మాట్లాడడం కానీ, దీన్ని మెయింటైన్ చేసుకోవడం కానీ ఎవ్రీథింగ్.
Okay.
ఇంకా పత్రి గారి అమృతోత్సవానికి చాలా రిలీజ్ చేశాం మేము, బుక్ కానీ సాంగ్ కానీ అట్లంతా
Okay.
అన్ని చేయగలుగుతున్నా కానీ బట్ కొన్ని చేయలేకుండా ఉన్నానంటే అక్కడ నా ఎనర్జీ సరిపోలేదేమో, ఐ డోంట్ నో.
అయ్యో, ఇంత చేస్తే ఇంక ఎనర్జీ సరిపోకపోవడమైంది. ఓకే. ఓకే.
వీఆర్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ విత్ యువర్ సెషన్. సెలెస్టియల్ ప్రొఫెసీ గురించి కూడా వింటుంటే హ్యాపీగా అనిపించింది.
యా యా యా
మాకు ఒక క్లాస్ చెప్పాలి సెలెస్టియల్ ప్రొఫెసీ గురించి.
అయ్యో, మీకు అన్ని తెలుసు, నేనేం చెప్తాను మీకు.
మా జూమ్ సెషన్ ఉంది ఇంకోటి, 108 days 108 మాస్టర్స్ అని చెప్పేసి, మనకి ఇండియాలో ఈవినింగ్, వీళ్ళకి మార్నింగ్.
ఓకే. 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 ఓకే.
థ్యాంక్ యూ శ్రీను, థ్యాంక్ యూ
Yeah,
హారిక.
యా.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir. It's truly amazing. I really, the spaced out spirituality and the ground reality spirituality, the difference you made, huge difference, especially emotional awareness. I love the concept. I'll definitely read those books and put that into practice. Thank you, sir, for bringing us grounding.
వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చా? క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా?
Friends, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yes, Padma madam, go ahead.
Namaste, Srinivas sir. Namaste, Harika garu. Namaste, all masters. Sir, I'm from Washington, sir. Actually, close to Seattle. Sir, I never ever miss your class, sir. Your sessions are amazing. Such a knowledge opening. Actually, I always take your suggestions, reading books and all, sir. I am a big fan of reading all these books. I started meditating almost like 4-5 years. Since 4-5 years, I've been doing it, sir. And basic books, I read all the masters' basic books. I started with Yogananda Paramahamsa, then all the masters, and all the new energy books. And later, I shifted into Torkam Saradarian. Sir's books are amazing books I have, sir. And now I'm reading The Other World, sir. It is a wonderful book.
Great,
Yes,
great,
sir.
great. I'm
Sir,
so happy to hear from you.
Yes, sir. Always, sir. I want to read all kinds of different angles, sir. I mean, like, I
Yeah.
just want to know all the different concepts, sir. Sometimes, like I skim through that book, sir. But is it a good idea to skim through the book, or you want me to go into elaborate, sir?
You don't have to. It's like, always synthesis means overview is important, madam. Not specialization is important in
Exactly.
spiritual science. It's
Mhm.
like, seeing spirituality, the core from end point of views will make you more expansive.
Exactly.
Never specialization will become you more expansive.
Exactly, sir. Exactly,
So,
sir.
explore the things, then you expand the consciousness.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That
sir.
is what that is what Krishna did. Krishna is a spiritual journalist.
Exactly, sir.
Patriji was always in a generalist mode, spiritual journalist mode.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that journalism, spiritual journalism is what we need to do.
Exactly, sir. Because there are
We are-
so many books to read, sir.
We are not doing specialization on Osho or some individual. We are like all people. What the core is, what we want to know.
Exactly, sir. Yeah.
That is
All
what.
the Ramdas books and
Yeah,
Rampas
yeah.
books, all
Ramtha
I've
is
been
there,
reading, sir.
Seth is
Every
there,
master
everyone
is
is there.
exactly, sir.
Uh,
Every master is different, and
uh,
the teachings are different. Nowadays, sir, even if I don't meditate, the energy will be always flowing because 24/7 my mind is in that sensory absorption, sir. Every second of a moment, whenever I am, the awareness is increasing a lot, sir, by reading books. That's why other day somebody were asking. So we hear everything from the Sajjana Sangatya 2 days back, sir, in this class only. But how do we keep up with day-to-day life? Like the moment we get into the real life, like apart from the meditation time and Sajjan Sangatya, Swadhyaya time, once you go into the real life, the situation comes across and it's so hard to control the emotions and to be aware of it. That
yeah.
then I said, the first thing is we are like totally absorbed into the senses and all the emotional I mean, like all the emotional situations we get into that, but by reading the books is the only way we will get through that. That is the reason meditation and the reading the books. Swadhyaya is the next place so that we can easily, immediately, the second moment we get,
Absolutely.
oh, no, I'm not doing this. So slowly, overnight, it doesn't happen. It takes some time. That's what I've been thinking. So even when you are saying that, when you are going in a traffic, exactly, 4-5 persons, if you are going with so many people or just one person, they'll be so frustrated. But
Yeah.
we know how to control our emotions, being a meditator or being aware of all these things little bit. I'm not saying myself is anywhere, but how to but we have to associate with them, otherwise the other people or persons disagree with you, like if they don't feel very happy if we don't agree. Oh, just you control your emotions or something like that. If we keep on telling them, they don't like it. Those kind of things we have to watch and maintain the balance. That's what I'm learning, sir.
Yeah, good to hear from you. You are so joyful. Good. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
continue.
And coming to the physical, sir, coming to the part of the, you are saying that everybody wants to go to the counselings or therapies and all. This is so common. Each and every person in here in US, sir, they go through these sessions, sir. Apart from that, actually, the counselors and therapists are more than the doctors, because every person, they will have their own. Even all doctors, all the therapists, even counselors, they have their own therapist separate. They have their
Yeah.
own timings. And I realized that they're not really getting any benefited out of it. What they are doing is they are just hearing the person talking, whoever is paying the money, they talk and they tell their stories, they just listen, and they'll be so quiet. They don't even answer. You have to get your own answer, but they are just be there to listen all your story. That's all there, sir. They are paying so much. I'm so I have so much urge in my inside my mind. Do the meditation in Swajhaya. Everybody can become their own therapist. Exactly when you were saying that, sir, I was so impressed. I took so much of time, sir, talking, and thank you so much, sir. Really follow your
Thank
classes. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Padma madam.
Thank you.
And sir,
Thank you, Sir.
thank you. Yeah, thank you. Sheetal Ravi, please go ahead, madam.
Okay, namaste. I recently discovered PMC Kannada channel and started meditating. I've been doing meditation for the past 2 months, and I already see so much change. Before that, I was not aware of what is awareness, what is mindfulness. It's totally new to me. I now notice I was always tensed, and I had fear even for small things, like if I have to do cooking, if I have to go out for small issues. I used to think a lot, and there was always constant fear. But now I see that change in me. I recognize that fear and I try to control it. And like you said, and naturally, I don't know, I started reading books a few months back, and I'm reading Power of Now by Eckhart.
Tolle.
So, yeah, I get the concept, but I don't know how to apply it in our daily life. So even if I try most of the times, my mind will be wandering somewhere.
So you want the answer or what?
Yes, yes.
So,
You are
uh,
very experienced,
yeah.
and I'm. Yeah, if we read lot of books and practice meditation, we will know naturally. But I'm just asking, is there a simple and easy solution?
So to be in the now is not about time. First, understand that. Okay. So the logic is, if you are, why you are not in the now, you should not be in the four places. If you don't be in that four places, you will be in the now. What are those four places? Is first thing, don't be in the past, don't be in the future. Okay, if you see that your mind will not be in the future or in the past, then you can be in the now. Yeah, two more things is, don't be full of your personal stories or don't be full of other people's stories. If you cannot be in these four places, future or past or your story or other people's story, you can be in the present moment. So most of the time, why we are worried, why we are not in the now, because we are in the other four places. So if you are not in those four places, you will be in the now. Just reverse it. So don't be full of stories which you heard from other people. Minimize it. Your mind will be telling you some stories. Say, yeah, you are the narrator, but you are the listener. You are not never the narrator. Narrator will be always narrating, giving commentary like a commentator in a cricket match. So after cricket match, the commentator or the narrator will stop. So don't focus on that. Then you will be in the now. Why we are not in the now? Because 50-60% of the time we are on the mobile phone listening to other people's stories. Then you cut down the phone, that story will be always repeating again. An echo of that will be there. So give a break. How can you break the routine? For one day, I'll not talk to other people's. For one day, I'll not talk to my own stories. One day, I'll practice to be in today's time, not about yesterday. One day, I'll practice not to be in the tomorrow, I'll be in today. Then after 4 days, fifth day, you'll be in the now. You can call that day now. Why you are not in the now is because we are in 4 other addresses. What are the 4 addresses? Future of your children will take you away from now. Your husband will take you into the past. Your mother will take you into her stories. Your father will take you into his stories. So for half an hour, take a break. Say everything. I will break the routine. I'll not, please give me half an hour of time. I'm so busy with myself. Then integrate yourself, align yourself, and basically first thing is relax yourself. Mental relaxation, emotional relaxation, physical relaxation is as important for every individual. If that relaxation is not there, you are in some fluctuating mode. So basically relax, align, then you'll know that okay, so many things are happening in this mind. I need to take a break from these 4 other apartments. There are 4 apartments here. Don't visit those 4 apartments for half an hour. Then you will know that you are in your own apartment. That is what I understood.
Okay, very good and very simple answer
Yeah.
that we can understand. Yeah,
Right.
thank you, sir. Thank you.
That's a beautiful answer. Thank you, sir. Okay, friends, if anybody else, otherwise we'll close the session. One last chance. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for coming, sir, and giving
Okay,
wisdom
right,
about the
right. Thank
books,
you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
stressing more about it, and especially awareness.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
Thank you so
bye-bye.
much, sir. Thank you so
Okay,
much
bye.
for coming to us.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, friends. Please practice the
Sure.
awareness. It's as
Sir,
important as
sir,
the
please.
meditation.
Thank you, sir. I am Gayatri from New
Gayatri.
York.
Okay.
However, take the book and read the book. I fall asleep all the time. In bus and train, in home.
Mhm.
Why? Because like this.
Why? Because every book, what you take up is dealing with some kind of mental resistance, like, so, like, why don't you start reading, like, as I said, like, once you get up in the morning, do that practice once you are in a more relaxed mode. Even in the relaxed mode, you are falling into sleep, decrease that reading to, like, read only one paragraph. Don't read at least the page, because after a page you may get sleep, but go with one paragraph. So try to understand that paragraph. That is how you need to slowly practice. Every day one paragraph will shift the change, will have that network change in your brain. Okay, but like, I really don't know, like, after 3 pages are you sleeping, or after 1 page you are sleeping, I really don't know. But whatever maybe that sleep pattern is, like, it has to deal with that resistance. So
Yes,
slowly
master. 3 pages, 2 pages are half the paragraph, half the something like that.
then only read one paragraph, because your mental appetite is only one paragraph.
Okay.
Because everybody's appetite is so unique. Some people will
Yes, sir.
some people will eat 4 idlis, some people will eat only 3 idlis. That doesn't imply that we are inferior or they are superior. No, their appetite is different.
Yes,
Everyone's
sir.
appetite is unique.
Yes,
So
sir.
what I advise is,
I'm reading that one. I think one line is I'm reading as a deep thinking, and after that I read one more time, like
yeah,
that.
you're going into a more contemplative mode. That is more than enough. That is good.
Okay.
That is good. Reading one sentence, contemplating on that is also equal to meditation.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sudhakar garu. Thank you. Love
Thank
all.
you, guys. Thank you all. Padma garu, do you want to speak again?
Thank you,
One
Sudhakar
second, Andy. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, sir, I just have one more question, sir. Oh, looks like sir left.
But SARS
You know, sir,
disappeared.
Sir
So,
left.
yeah,
Sir left.
sir left. Oh, okay, Andy. Yeah, that's fine, Andy. Thank you
but
so much.
Harika will answer your question. You can go
Yeah,
ahead.
I was asking,
Sudhakar can
I've
answer.
been, Arika, you all can answer, me master can answer. So I was thinking, I've been reading lots of books, but due to the time constraints, sometimes I hear the audios also. Is it like, that's what my question is? It like okay to just listen the audio and leave, and again, do we have to read the book to get the real essence of the book? That was my question. Sudhakar garu, if you can answer, please.
Yeah, I will. Harika, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, you continue, Andy.
Okay, so if you have an opportunity to read book, the best thing is reading the physical book. You hold it, you feel the energy, you read it, right? Like how Gayatri was doing, she read one sentence and she closed her eyes and contemplates it. Okay, that's how you bring that energy and wisdom into your life. If you're listening to audio, it's okay, sometimes, but I prefer reading the book. You can, you try experiment this in your own life, reading a book versus listening to audio, and you see the difference. It's okay when you're traveling or when driving, listening to audio, but it's more important contemplating that and bringing that into our life, right?
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah, but
Thank
it's
you, sir.
okay. But prefer the hard copy of it. Thank you.
Exactly. Thank you so much, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
thank you
thank you
very
so
much.
much. Sir. So thank you, friends. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you, Baitrigal.